Hey everyone, this is SuperFunnyBros with a new commentary. Thanks to the support of the people who commented on my update video, I got the determination to continue making commentaries using my webcam microphone. But I promise, I will get a new mic by the end of this year. Now with that out of the way, today's commentary is on rtv190returns. Who is this guy? Well, for looking at his videos, when he's not ranting about overdone topics like false flagging and PewDiePie, he takes part of the Ben the Looney bandwagon. But the one I am commentating on is his commentary on, I'll just call him Bob. So Bob made a rant on Cartoon Network, and this somehow made RTV decide to make a commentary on him because, well, let's just face it, it was just because Bob doesn't like most of the shows currently airing on Cartoon Network. Now, what made me decide to do a commentary on this guy? Because he gave me credit at the end of his commentary as inspiration. Of all the popular commentators on YouTube, he chose to be inspired by me. I assume it's because I made that commentary on one of Ben's videos. I don't know. You would think he would be inspired by Garugalox or Foxtrot Delta Lima, but I digress. Let's begin the commentary, shall we?
What's up, guys? This is rtv190 here, back with another commentary.
What? Speak up! I can't hear you because of how incredibly quiet you are. Are you doing this late at night with your parents sleeping, or what? And for that matter, why are you using Audacity's noise removal effect if you're going to sound quiet? All that does is distort your voice, which makes it harder to understand your words. If you're going to use noise removal, then talk louder.
Now, this next video kind of a response to my last commentary where I basically bashed.
Oh, for God's sake, edit out your stuttering! Does that take too much time for you?
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
So in the first two parts I said my opinions about several Cartoon Network originals.
See, at least this person's voice is clear enough to understand. If the person you're arguing sounds more prepared and clear than you are, then there is a serious problem.
But after that, almost everything that premiered was terrible.
Did I say that this duo installed hard? Oh wait, I did? Because if so, that last clip right there, that wasn't even a minute, just proved.
Wait, what happened? You just cut off right there. Either you're so inept to properly edit a video, or your iMovie is on the fritz. Which doesn't surprise me because Macs are overpriced pieces of shit. Yeah, I said it.
A fan of action cartoons, since I prefer comedy. But now I prefer these cheesy action shows over everything else on this channel. Anyway, let's continue with other shows. I'm going to start with the European co-productions. Most of these shows weren't shown in the United States. No surprise, most of these shows are terrible.
Did you seriously just call me racist? Okay, let me explain something, you little goober. Stating that most of the European co-production shows for Cartoon Network were bad does not warrant racism. You know why? Because Europeans are not a race! Let's continue before I drag this on for too long.
The first show I am going to talk about is Fat Dog Medusa. This show is not funny, has many creepy characters and nothing makes sense. A few episodes of this show are on YouTube. I hated it since it premiered in the 90s and I still hate it. My rating for this show is 1 out of 5. Here's a clip from one episode.
But anyway, we got the money.
Whoa. Oh. What are you doing? Reviewing a TV show or giving a fucking... trying to do a professional movie review? Seriously, that's not how you do show review. You can tell how half-assed this rant is.
And I can tell how half-assed this commentary is, because reviewing a TV show is nothing different from reviewing a movie. Commentaries fall under fair use, which does not violate copyright, so the purpose of this skip was invalid.
This show is so bad that it's actually entertaining, but it can't be taken seriously.
Yeah, if you say that it's entertaining, then why are you talking shit about it?
He just said that the show is so bad that it's good. So, by your logic, if I said that The Room is so bad that it's good, does that mean I really think it's a good movie? Did you only watch this video once as you were making your commentary?
The next show that premiered is Spaced Out. This show is a complete ripoff of the Jetsons.
Because it was, I don't know, a parody of the Jetsons?
Network even had the nerves to make a promo for this show with the Jetsons theme.
Going back to what I said before, it's a parody!
Going back to what I said before, talking like this makes people not take you seriously.
The animation is really bad and the characters look ugly. I heard somewhere that this show was cancelled because of an inappropriate joke. In one episode, 2 aliens visit the humans, and one woman asks if the aliens reproduce the same way as humans. And one of the aliens said, "No, that's too messy, we clone ourselves." Anyway, this show was bearable and it gets a 3 from me.
No, some of these shows I've never really heard of before, so I have limited info. On these shows, so I really can't tell on these shows because I really never seen them before, so I don't know.
Well, if you didn't know anything about these shows, then why bring it up in the first place? Actually do some research about something that the person is talking about before tackling one of their videos. Google is your best friend.
'Cause we are very special friends.
And Bing is Google's evil twin.
After that came the Cramp Twins. Lucian is likable and Wayne is annoying. The animation of this show was bad, some characters had yellow, purple and green skin, and the show itself was boring. It gets a 2 from me.
I only gave him that overblown pile of goat shit and a 0 out of 5. Yeah, I hated that show.
So now you're criticizing him because it gave it a more positive rating than you would? Hey, in case you haven't noticed, everyone has different opinions on everything. And telling us what you would give for the show is not relevant in the slightest.
Another European co-production is Robot Boy. This show would have been much better if they got rid of Gus. He's annoying and stupid. The only 2 likable characters in this show are Constantine and Dr. Kamikaze. But sadly everything else in this show was quite bland. It gets a...
Once again, I wouldn't have gave that piece of shit a 0 out of 5.
Again, nobody gives a shit about what rating you would give for the show. We want counterpoints, and you're not giving us any.
Now, this next one gets really long, so I'm just going to skip it.
My boy, one cannot just skip a piece of video unless they had a good reason. At least I had a good reason for skipping a bit of yours. Your voice was putting me to sleep.
And the final co-production is Chop Sucky Chucks. This show is horrible. The animation is disgusting, the characters are one-dimensional, and the jokes suck. It's another show that gets a 0 from.
How the fuck is the animation disgusting? It's fucking CGI, for God's sakes. You should love it.
I'm all for giving different animation styles a chance, but if someone prefers one medium of animation over the other, then there's nothing wrong with that.
No, because of the limited info on this next one, I'm just going to keep it in here.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
In the USA, Cartoon Network has also live action shows. I watched a few shows and they weren't funny, and also Disney's teen sitcoms are more entertaining than this. I'm giving all shows a 0, not only because they suck, but also because the name of this channel is Cartoon Network. And finally, now I'm going to...
Okay.
I know I already pointed this out, but god damn it, cutting away 3 seconds late from where you were supposed to cut to is getting really distracting, and it shows how much of a sloth you are in making videos. I'm almost compelled to compare you to Hodge right now.
Just because it's called Cartoon Network doesn't mean that they can't have live action stuff. Maybe they're experimenting. Trust me, I've seen worse from Cartoon Network. A lot worse. Then also to sum up this total drama rant, I have a very famous clip. This is stupid!
So, we're resorting to the sound critic clips now. Fucking typical. I like Doug as much as the next guy, but when you use clips like these that don't add anything to your points at all, and instead is a desperate attempt at making your videos funny, then I see a bleak future for you on YouTube, as if it wasn't bleak already.
Yeah, I also forgot to count for his rant on Johnny Test.
Here's an idea. Let's use the same exact clip that we just used 4 seconds ago and have it sped up. It just screams, am I funny yet, guys? Huh?
Another idiotic show is Hero 108. This show has really bad animation, annoying characters, very simple episode plots, and it isn't funny. Also, several heroes have really stupid superpowers. One has the power to shoot electricity through his eyeballs when he eats bananas. And Mystic Sonia is fighting with her long blue tongue. She also has a living cat, and everyone that says to Sonia 3 times I love you becomes a living cat. Anyway, this show gets a 0 from me.
Okay then, Dickwad, explain to me this. How the hell let's get its own video game and a good strong fan base?
Really? Are you seriously gonna call him a dickwad because of that train wreck of an argument? So just because My Little Pony has a video game and a fan base, does that mean we all have to like it?
Next is Mad. Even before it premiered, I was interested in this show because I am a huge fan of Mad TV and I wanted to know if this show is good or if it sucks. It is actually good. Sure, this isn't Mad TV, but it has funny jokes, and the gross and completely weird and random jokes are only in a few sketches in each episode. This actually doesn't bother me, because this show is not trying to make a plot. Also, there are more good jokes than bad ones. The only problem this show has is that the jokes will be outdated in a few years. For now, this show gets a 4 out of 5.
Okay, I find it extremely hypocritical that you criticize Adventure Time Regular Show for having gross humor, but yet you let Mad pass? Fuck you.
Oh my god! He made an opinion that I don't agree with! Also, regular show focuses mainly on surrealism, while Adventure Time focuses mainly on, well, adventure, and not gross humor.
You know, I'm starting to sense something a horrible thing that's like this video. Something so bad it shall never be mentioned again. Something of a very nostalgia-tard-ish feeling. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, then the loony with the overused Darth Vader thing. Real mature, buddy.
Also, Cartoon Network has several reboots. Let's start with Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I'm not a fan of Star Wars, so I don't care about this show. However, I think it shouldn't be in CGI because the characters look as wooden as Pinocchio. Another reboot is The Garfield Show. This show is boring, unoriginal, not funny, and the characters move like robots. Also, the CGI makes the characters look really ridiculous. Garfield is talking all the time to the viewers and explains things that everybody knows. Why? Does he think we are idiots? This show gets a 1 from me.
You know, the Garfield Show isn't actually as bad as some people say it is. If you just watch a few episodes, you would realize that it's not as bad as everybody says it is.
Well, if he didn't see any episodes, then why would he say these things about it? Unless if you can show proof that he didn't, which I bet you can't. Also, what's with the whole is thing? Are you speaking faster than how slow your brain seems to process words in your mind? Now I'm skipping the part where he talks about Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc., Batman Brave and the Bold, and Tom and Jerry Tales, because RTV decides to say nothing during this time and decides to skip the Looney Tunes show review.
Once again, seeing as his thoughts on the Looney Tunes show are extremely long, I'm just going to skip this part because it gets way too boring. No, seriously, the rest of the video is him bitching about the Looney Tunes show. And what do I have to review next? Oh no, don't tell me Why do I have to review this pile of shite next? It's so bad.
Never, ever talk over a video with audio quality that bad. You do not deserve such privileges. Notice how embarrassed I feel as I watch my name scroll up in his credits. A note to the other noble commentators out there, do not let this kid give you credit in his videos. And that's the whole shebang, and a pretty disgusting one at that. You were not inspired by me. That is complete bullshit. If you were, you wouldn't have made a terrible commentary. The only thing that grasped from me is my ability to be consistent in all of my commentaries, which you did, but not in a good way. And just like your first commentary, this was a major shitfest. Bad audio quality, bad editing, bad execution, bad points, the works. My advice to you is to rework how you make your videos, or else you're going to keep getting 0 likes in any of your videos. And unless if you do fix those problems, never put my name in your videos again. I do not want any of what little credit that you put into this. And once again, we have come to the conclusion of the commentary. And I would just like to thank the user who requested the video to me. This has been SuperFunnyBros, and because of RTV's lousy voice, I'm gonna take a nap. See you guys later.